What is up, my boys? It's Jad back with another Xenoverse 2 video. Now, yesterday I uploaded a video talking about the free update patch notes. I was talking about how this new meta was going to change the game forever and it might actually kill this game. Well, the update is here and oh man, have things changed. Cast characters and custom mentors are absolutely busted now. So many skills are doing insane damage. Female Saiyans unfortunately did get nerfed, but at the same time though, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is here. I mean, there's so much that's happening right now, bro. I just want to make this quick video to go over some of the things that are in this update because, like, honestly, like, this game is just not the same. It's not what it used to be anymore. So I'm just gonna hop in the training mode and show off the few new changes that have been added. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, my boys. First things first. Here's how we're gonna start this off. Boom, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. All right. Yep. Drains ki even faster than Super Saiyan Blue, but you're doing insane damage. Actually, one of the skills that got buffed right there, Brave Sword Slash. Yeah, you're doing insane damage, but your keys draining even faster. I mean, look at that, 10,000 with Saiyan Spirit, even though that move did get buffed. Oh my god, 11,000 with Brave Sword Attack. But yeah, so you are draining ki hella quick. Let me just put the key on them a little fast. So yeah, you're draining ki fairly quickly. We will have to use some auto key recovery, super souls, as well as meditation to be able to actually like keep that key, maintain it. But I mean, like I said, the damage you're doing, absolutely insane. Now, regarding the female Saiyans, they did get nerfed, as you can see. They're all heavy infinite. Does no damage anymore. Well, I mean, it's doing damage because of the Super Saiyan Blue, but before that thing was doing chunks of damage. Before I could have put Yuki in a yellow bar with that combo, but now they definitely reduced the damage, which honestly I'm not too mad about. I honestly think female Saiyans all heavy combo was bugged because here's the thing: before this update, a charge heavy would only do like a sliver of damage, and now it's actually doing the damage it should, a relatively small chunk. But before it was only doing a sliver, but then you do the all heavy and that thing was doing chunks of damage for really no reason. I mean, now you could argue that's the only thing female Saiyans had going for them. That's why people would actually use it for basic attack builds. But honestly though, I'm not too bothered by that change. It's not gonna be a huge deal in the long run. I'm still gonna be using female Saiyans. Like, they're still gonna be really good characters. It's just, they're just not gonna be as amazing as they were before. As you saw right there, Shining Slash got buffed. I mean, there's a lot of skills that got buffed. I can literally go over every skill that got changed, but this would literally take an hour. This would be like over an hour, 2 hour long video if I went over every skill in detail. So I'm not going to do that, but I will show some of the noticeable differences with some of these skills. Anyways, let's move on to the next change. Alright, so the next change I want to cover real quick are the nerfs. The big ones probably being, you know, some of these ultimates like Meteor Burst. I mean, yeah, it's still doing insane damage, but before it would be doing around 20k. So yeah, they definitely hit that one hard. Super Black Kamehameha got hit pretty hard too, and a bunch of other skills got hit pretty hard too as well, like Perfect Shot. Well, Perfect Shot isn't a bad move, it's just not as good as it used to be. I think before I was getting around 4k damage with that, but now it's only doing 3k, so they did decrease the damage a little bit. Fake Death is another big nerf. Watch this, guys. No longer does Fake Death have those iframes anymore, man, so no longer will it be abused like it used to be. Thank the Lord, bro. Fake Death was one of the most annoying skills to deal with when fighting cheeses. I'm so glad they nerfed this shit. I mean, just look at it. It just doesn't work anymore now, guys. Yeah, Fake Death is completely ass now. The cheesers will hopefully no longer use that piece of shit. Super Godfist got a considerable nerf. Now, it's still doing damage, but it's not as strong as it used to be. And on top of that, you can now use an evasive after being sent flying. I think you can snap vanish after being sent flying. So it did get a pretty good nerf as well. Will it still be used? Of course. I mean, it's still doing really good damage, and it's still one of the fastest strikes you could ever use in the game. It's just not going to be as, I guess, OP as it was a couple of days ago. Cyber Strike got the same treatment like Super God Fist. I mean, you can now Z vanish out of that. After being sent flying, you can use your evasive after being sent flying. Like I said, there's all kinds of moves that got buffs and nerfs. Like I said, it'll take way too long to go over every single one. I stayed up literally all night testing out different skills and whatnot to see what skills have changed and what has been buffed and nerfed. There's so many skills, so I recommend you guys go into training mode, finding new things, see what skills are good now, what skills are bad now. There's just so many things. to look at here. There's just way too many changes to go over in just one video. So now let's actually go over some of the bigger changes that's going to forever change the way we play Xenoverse. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are the cast characters. Look at their stats. Their stats have been amped in this update. I'm guessing Bandai realized just how, you know, underpowered some of these cast characters are compared to the CACs, as the CACs were, you know, obviously the top dogs of the Xenoverse 2 roster. I mean, look at somebody like Raditz. Like, his stats are insane now. Like, with this buff to all these characters, pretty much everybody is in that high tier status now. At the very least, high tier status. There are some characters that are now god tiers. Like, for example, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is a god tier character now. It's just absolutely insane, guys. I mean, just these stats are just, it's crazy. I mean, again, now these characters actually have a better chance when fighting CACs, because again, CACs were the more dominant, they were the high tiers of the game, so you had to really buff these guys so they stand more of a chance. It's more than just that though, guys. The nitty gritty of this are the custom mentors, which I'm about to show you right now. For example, look at my man's Piccolo stats. His health literally goes off the charts, bro. It's insane. You give your custom partner a health build, their health is absolutely insane, bro. They have dark green health. I'm not even joking when I say this. Just look at this, guys. I picked 2 examples of my health build custom partners. Look at that health, man. Dark green. This is like parallel quest type health right here, dude. Are you kidding me? You pick these characters online, you're gonna have such a huge advantage in terms of health. Like, it's absolutely insane, dude. You will be tanking so many hits before you're dead, dude. It's crazy. Look at the combo damage I got. 11,000, right? But he's still in green bar. That's insane to me. Like, these, yeah, like custom mentors and cast characters are busted as shit. These cast characters are insanely viable now, and even the low tier characters that nobody will ever use can actually hold their own against CACs better now. I think this buff is good. Maybe it's a little bit too much. I mean, just look at my health, bro. I mean, just look at that. But at the same time, but some of these cast characters really needed that extra push so they could actually be used online and actually hold their own against, I mean, because, I mean, again, it's like CACs were just always going to be on top of the cast characters no matter what. They were always just far above them in stats and everything like that. So they really needed that leg up. Next thing I want to talk about are the gameplay mechanics. Now, this is what's really going to change the way we play Xenoverse 2. So, as you see right there, I'm Z vanishing, or I'm step vanishing in front of my opponent, and I'm not using any stamina. This is huge. And yes, the 2-bar evasives are here. I just used my evasive 3 times, and I still have stamina, which is absolutely insane. And of course, the aura burst dash, I can use it without using stamina, but look, it's significantly weaker than it was before. Thankfully though, you can't infinite loop it. Basically, when you do it in a combo, it decreases the stun time, so you can't just infinite loop it like you could with Super Saiyan Blue or anything. So you just can't just spam it all game like I thought it was gonna happen. As you see right there, I couldn't even follow up, so I think that's really good. It still uses stamina to go behind them, but yeah, I think that's a really good change. At least it's not doing the same amount of damage and you can't just spam it all game. Now when it comes to Z vanishing, as you guys will see right here, oh, hold on, wait. Okay, you guys saw that? So basically, if you were to back hit the minute they Z vanish, they will not be able to take it. As you see right there, they did not take any damage. My back hit did not connect. See right there? Because they were still in the Z vanish animation. So now back hits are still, you can still use a back hit. It's just while they're in the middle, Z vanishing, you back hit, basically like predicting them, it won't work anymore. So this really will change the way we play, considering the fact that how we predict people will now be vastly different. It pretty much means that we can't back hit as much as we used to, so we're going to have to actually start having to key cancel out of that situation. Most good players will backstep after Z vanishing anyway, so now that the fact that you have the iframe when you Z vanish, they're definitely going to be able to just backstep away from your back hit like it's nothing. So really, the key canceling will be more common now, I think, in my opinion. Because step vanishing doesn't require stamina anymore, I think a lot of people will start doing this. As you saw right there. But as you guys saw, basically when you Z vanish, you want to step vanish behind your opponent as they try to back hit you, because it's natural instinct for somebody to back hit after you Z vanish behind them. So all you have to do when as soon as they do their back hit, you can just step vanish behind them and then discharge some punishment. Yeah, that new mechanic is definitely going to throw people off, and it really just shows that people really are going to have to adapt to this new style of play. Also, blocking. Yeah, it's so much easier to block now. I mean, look at how fast I'm blocking. You really don't even have to step cancel anymore. You can just do this all game. Like, you can block faster than the speed of light now. So really, you're going to see a lot more step blockers. You're going to see a lot more perfect block spamming because of how fast you can block now. There's nothing you can really do about that. You can call it cheap all you want. It's the new meta. That's just how they decided to change the block mechanics. So yeah, people are going to block a lot more. There's no getting past that. That's a given now. There's really no reason for anybody to get butthurt about it. You're just gonna see people blocking a lot more. That's just how people are gonna play now. It sucks, but it is what it is. So if you really can't beat them, you're just gonna have to join them too. But on the bright side of this though, look at my man's Bojack. Bojack might actually be a really good character now. He can actually guard just like every other character now. This is really good for people who use Bojack. This is the reason why I never use Bojack, just because how slow his guard animation was. But now it's just like every other character, he might actually be really good now. Now, this is the last thing I want to touch on. Yes, this is the big change. UI Goku. Now you know all this man's skills got buffed, but watch his surging spirit. Absolutely crazy, bro. It starts off charging slow, but it gradually gets faster and faster over time. I think that's a really good change. Obviously, the biggest change being his stamina and his defense. Now you see, every time I get hit, I lose a bar of stamina, but at the same time, I can regain stamina just like every other character in the game, which is gonna either piss people off or make people happy. Now as you see, when I'm taking damage, it's just like every other character. He doesn't have that low defense anymore. So honestly, this really puts UI Goku at a higher level, probably at close to that god tier status now. This is really gonna put him up there with someone like Bluku, Hit, and Super Saiyan Gogeta, Cooler. Not to say he's on that exact same level, just he's up there with them. However, as a side note, as you guys just saw, he no longer has the iframe back hit. This applies for every character with that back hit, Jiren and Gogeta as well. It doesn't even work for Future Gohan anymore. I bet you guys didn't know that. Future Gohan had an iframe back hit as well. Now, last and final thing I want to touch on, and y'all probably would not even believe this. I actually discovered this when playing ranked last night, when I was trying to test out, you know, the new meta pretty much. I came across a guy using a Cyberman. I was like, why would you pick a Cyberman on rank? He's gonna get bodied. You guys would not believe this. Watch this. The Cyberman has normal defense, just like every other character in the game. They actually went out of the way to make Cybermen's useful. They went out of the way to make the squishy characters, Cell Juniors, Frieza Soldiers, and Cybermen actually viable now. Just look at the damage you can do with this character. That's crazy right there. Just a basic combo. And not only that, but they have normal defense now as well. Cybermen, Frieza Soldiers, and Cell Juniors are actual playable characters now. All I really have to say to that is absolutely brilliant. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Like I said, I can't go over every single skill change. This video would be like hours long. Like I said, I recommend you guys go into training and try out some of these skills yourself and see what moves are actually viable now, what moves aren't viable anymore. In fact, I want to know. You guys tell me in the comments below what moves y'all have found in training mode, what moves are maybe super underpowered before but are actually really good now and they can actually pose a real threat in online. It could be super attacks, ultimate skills. It could have something to do with custom mentors. It could even be cast characters that were super underpowered but are really good now. Just anything. Let me know what y'all can find in training mode. The game has definitely changed, and people will play a lot different. People will spam a lot more. They will be a little bit more cheap. There will be a lot more cheats. Let's put it that way. People are going to be there's going to be a lot more cheap tactics used with this new update. So my cheaters out there, y'all definitely have new ways of cheesing now with this this new meta. This update will definitely turn people off, but at the same time, I think some people are actually happy with this. Honestly, actually, playing it for myself, I do kind of change my opinion about it. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're really just going to have to see later on down the road. I can't wait for the actual DLC to release. I really want to get my hands on some of those new skills to make all kinds of new combos and stuff like that. But anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace out.